Hello, I'm BMillzebub and welcome to my channel. I'm back and my voice is feeling better. Still a little rough, but better. And I want to say thank you to everyone who reached out and letting me know that they were hoping I had a speedy recovery. One more thing before we get into it. I know March Madness won't be over until the championship game tonight ends, but no one in my group can earn any more points. So, with that in mind, this year's winner for March Madness is Evans, the Faithless Southerner. So congratulations, bud. Here's the shout out I promised you as the winner. Now let's get into the video. I want to talk about bullying today. And I think compared to the generations that came before mine, I have an interesting experience with it. In that mine was the first generation to experience schoolyard bullying and cyberbullying at the same time. For anyone who doesn't know, I'm a millennial. I'm an old one born pretty much right at the start of the generation, but still a millennial. Computers were still pretty expensive when I was a kid, but we had one and we had dial-up internet. You know, the old internet that sounds pretty much like, I don't know, any dubstep song when you're logging on. I'm not gonna lie, I have much more experience with schoolyard bullying than I do cyberbullying because until recently, I've never had much of an online presence. I mean, I had social media before now, starting with MySpace all the way back once upon a time, and coming all the way up to Twitter now. But growing up, I had to deal more with the bully on the playground when I was a kid and in the locker rooms when I was in middle and high school. And I think in part because I'm older and my military service, I've got a thicker skin, so cyberbullying has never really bothered me much. Partly because I don't really give the first flying fuck what some stranger in some unknown part of the world has to say about me. I definitely don't want to try to reduce the effects of cyberbullying because it definitely causes damage. According to National Voices for Equality, Education, and Enlightenment, 33% of teenagers have experienced cyberbullying, but only 7% of parents are worried about it. Now, I'm no parent, so it may not be my place to criticize, but what the hell, that's never stopped me before. If you're part of the 93% of parents who don't see cyberbullying as a problem, you're part of that problem. No matter the source of the bullying, whether real life or in cyberspace, bullying needs to be taken seriously. And if you're not taking it seriously, you may as well be giving the green light to allow your child to bully or to be bullied. So what does bullying look like? Everyone's experience with it might be different, but we all recognize it when we see it. In real life, it's a kid getting their lunch money stolen or getting pushed around in a locker room or maybe even vicious rumors getting passed around the school, whether they're true or false. Or online, where we recognize it in the YouTube comments, Twitter comments, or harassment in DMs. Bullying is pretty easy to recognize if you're looking for it, and everyone in positions of power should be looking out for it to put a stop to it. Whether that person in power is a teacher or a moderator on a social media site, they should be on the lookout for bullying and stop it. But that responsibility isn't just on them. Whether they're lazy, uninterested, or actually just happen to not notice that bullying is happening, it's on us to do something about it as well. Whether doing something comes in the form of confronting the bully, and by the way, do your best to not let it escalate to getting physical, or reporting the bullying to someone who can actually do something about it. It's a shared responsibility. People need to be proactive to reduce bullying. We can't sit back and watch it happen, hoping that someone will come in and do something about it. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't have any concrete solutions. It's too nuanced of a topic to talk about in the scope it deserves in a 6 or 7 minute YouTube video. But I'm sure that most of the people watching this video have some good coping mechanisms to deal with bullies. One of the ways we can help is to teach those mechanisms to the people who might need it, that are being bullied today. Some of the people dealing with bullies may not have the time to learn them on their own. I tried to find statistics on suicide related to bullying, but I couldn't find any. Not even the source from the CDC that I found was able to study the link, because it can be difficult to connect the two. Now I'm going to talk to anyone out there who is a bully. Fuck off with that shit. You're going to join the real world one day, and you'll be hard pressed to find a career where that works to the degree that you find it does now. But more importantly, you're hurting people, real people. You're causing physical, mental, or emotional pain, or maybe some mixture of a couple or all of them. Some people may be more lenient and say that you may not be able to help it because you have a difficult home life and that bullying is your way of coping. Bullshit. You have a choice, like everyone else, to behave like a person in this society. Make that choice. For anyone curious as to why I take such a hard line on bullying, I was bullied for most of the time I was in school. You may not know it to look at me today, but I wasn't always a very big guy. I actually used to be pretty small, which made me a really easy target once upon a time. So I got bullied pretty regularly, and actually got my ass kicked a few times, for no better reason than some fuckwit of a bully could. And because of that history I have with bullies, I have no tolerance for them, nor do I have any interest in learning how to tolerate it. Hence my hardline approach. But that'll do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video, please leave it a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click the notification bell to get notified whenever I upload a new video. If you feel so inclined, help me out by giving to my Patreon or sending me something on my Amazon wishlist. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, linked below, to keep up with all my comings and goings, and join my Discord for a chance to talk to yours truly. Take it easy, everyone, and I will see you all in the next one.